NMU Conservation Crew co-leaders.
And today we're leading our first virtual workshop to keep you guys educated but remain socially distanced from you.
This workshop is going to focus on ways that you can stay a little bit more sustainable as a college student and help feature products that will help you do that.
So this is a highly requested video from all of our crew members for the past few years, and so we really just wanted to jump in and show you guys what we personally use in our lives to stay sustainable while also not breaking the bank. Number one.
Our first example of ways you can be a little bit more sustainable are these plastic bags. You may notice these are the disposable ones that you would see in stores and packaging, but we decided to wash them out and reuse them because they're actually really sturdy.
And we've reused all of those bags many times.
Okay.
But if you're feeling a little bit more like cashing out on the more sustainable option, you can also buy reusable bags. This one is a fabric reusable bag with a washable insert, and then this one is a silicone bag that just has a slide top. And both work amazingly, and you can use them in your day-to-day life just as you would a plastic bag.
Number two.
Cleaning can be a really toxic endeavor and also very wasteful. So in our house, we like to use things that are more readily available and cheaper. If you don't want to buy anything that's pre-packaged or in plastics, and that's also harmful for you, you can do something like what we do, which is taking a product like Castile soap, which you can refill at our local co-op that's right down the street. And this guy you just dilute with a little bit of water, and then you can wipe down all your surfaces, and it doesn't harm them as long as it's diluted. And it does the same job as any other plastic bottled spray container cleaner.
You always want to make sure that you are checking on the phthalates and other harmful chemicals listed on this screen here. These will harm your skin and the environment, and they may even cause diseases that are preventable late in age. So when you're looking for more medically inclined products, try to stick with Castile soap or things that don't have fragrances that can hurt you in the long run.
So another thing that we've noticed for a lot of college students is that you tend to not eat as healthily because it's really hard to store perishables. Or so you think. It's actually not as difficult. If you have already prepared them, you can store them in to-go containers.
Such as this glass jar which has tomato paste. You never use the entire can once. There's also this, you can buy them in packs of 4 or however many you can find at Target. I like the silicone slip ones because I always drop things. If you know me, it happens.
And then if you don't have the resources to buy to-go-ware or anything like that, you can also just store your fruits and veggies and stuff in a cupboard, in a cool, dry place, under a shelf, whatever it is, because you don't need fridge space to store perishables because a lot of them already have shells that are protecting.
Science fact from Katie: if you are putting perishables such as fruits and veggies inside a fridge, you're just slowing down the chemical reactions, which can also be done by putting it in that cool, dark place.
So eat them faster.
Number 4.
One of the places that college students are often most wasteful is in what we use to, in terms, get ready for bed. So whether it be our toothpaste, our toothbrushes, our shampoo and conditioner, or even the things that go into our bedtime routines like a yoga mat, deodorant, shea butter, anything like that, it's a lot of waste. And so what we do is instead of buying plastic wrapped products, you can buy the sustainable zero waste options, and it doesn't have to be zero waste, but you can also buy in bulk or anything that's going to cut down your plastic consumption. I have used the shampoo bars for a very long time, and I really like them. They can be difficult to store, so definitely make sure you have a soap tray if you're doing that. And then I also use a tooth powder, which I actually have from the local co-op. To be fair, I wouldn't really recommend this one. It kind of tastes like booty, but it does the trick. And so making these 2 swaps, I've cut down on at least 2 shampoo bottles and at least 3 tubes of toothpaste.
And don't feel like you have to do all of these swaps. I personally have to use sensitive toothpaste. So even though I feel a little bit bad about it, my teeth thank me for not using the toothy stuff and instead going for something like Sensodyne or other sensitive toothpaste brands, you know. But I decided to use organic shea butter. This one's from one of my family's personal brands, and it's really smooth. It's also organic, and so whether or not that actually means it's free from different pesticides, not technically sure, but you can never be too safe. When you wake up from your long-needed sleep, deodorant is always super important. Please put it on. But be sure not to be the dude who's using aluminum based deodorant, because what that could actually do is give you cancer in the future, as you have a huge lymphatic system that you are actually poisoning with aluminum. So always go for something like Native or even Schmidt's if you can, if you're looking for a less expensive alternative. It'll be safer and you'll thank yourself, and it smells delightful.
It does. Another thing I'd like to highlight here is because college students are often trying not to gain that freshman 15 is this yoga mat here. So this yoga mat was something that I bought because I realized that I was actually allergic to common yoga mats that you can buy at TJ Maxx, Target, Walmart, whatever it might be. And this is actually a more sustainable version. So the top layer is recycled cork, and then the bottom layer is actually made out of tree rubber. So the yoga mat still doesn't slip, and it's better for the environment and better for you. Not only that, but it might be a little bit expensive in the initial starting up purchase of it. Same thing goes for any of these products, whether it be the fancy Tupperware over the mason jar or the fancy bag over the plastic bag. But all of these swaps in the long run will save you so much more money because you're not continuously investing in disposables.
The other thing also is that there are always cheaper alternatives. So whether it's using reusable plastic bags from Target over maybe that cloth one you see on Shutterfly or whatever that you would see influencers using. Influencers are always going to use more expensive things like pure metal coffee, French presses, or these Tupperware jars, or Native deodorant, which is literally like $10 a stick. Always try to find something that you can make yourself over a website or something that we post, or dilute the soap, or choose a mason jar. There's no shame, and it's gonna save your pocketbook too.
So it's pretty evident that making all these changes for more sustainable products isn't all that difficult. Initially starting it might be kind of a mental loop because you have to train yourself to do things differently, like wash out the things that you would normally throw away, or take labels off of things that you would normally recycle. And it can be difficult, but it's totally doable, and it's even doable when you're not getting enough sleep and you don't have enough money, like all of us here. And so, yeah, we hope that you seeing all of these changes in our own lives, and hopefully you guys implementing them in your own lives will affect the world around you and also the people around you.
And the last thing we want to say is that we don't expect anyone to do sustainable practices perfectly. We need everyone doing them imperfectly. So if you're still using takeout boxes, if you're still using shampoo bottles, that's totally fine. But we think that you may find personal progress in using these alternatives, and also saving the planet and feeling a little bit better about your choices.
Exactly. Thanks for tuning in. We hope to see you guys at the next virtual
workshop.
Thank you.